Hello everyone! Today we're out here on, well, I guess the hog feeder. Now we're out on Hirschfelden and we have the 10 gauge with some slugs. Now basically we're going to be trying to see what the penetration is like on these big wild boar. Also we have a roe deer coming in right here. So I think what we're going to do is probably try and get at least one or two of these boar, and then we'll take out this roe deer on the run with our 10mm pistol. We'll see how that works. All we have to do is hit it once and it should go down. But like I said, I really want to see the penetration with this 10 gauge slugs. So we're going to put it right on the front shoulder and see what happens. Alright, so that one's definitely hit. We got that one hit too. Now let's try and take out this roe before it gets away. Can't even see it. And I don't think we actually did end up getting it. But you can see we do have one wild boar down right here. Was there another roe? Yeah, there's a female roe over there. Alright, so what it looks like is we hit this one not too bad on the run. And we might have actually hit her twice because she's down right there. But the big one that we actually hit, well, it wasn't big, but it was a male. He took off quite a ways. And from what it looked like, it should have been a double lung hit because we had it right on the front shoulder, maybe a tad bit high, but from the angle that we were at, it should have definitely went down in and hit some kind of item. Here you can see the blood, so it is body blood, and I think we might have shot a little bit high, so I don't know if it actually will die, but we'll see. It does have pretty good penetration, at least the 10 gauge with slugs does. And we already have 46% to 62% on the third track, but I don't know if it's going to go down any more than that. I don't see any more blood, so I really don't think that this hog will go down. But the good thing is we can always catch him up over here where we have this tripod set up. We should be able to see him out in this field. Yeah, this wasn't really about trying to find the biggest wild boar, as we were just out here the other day and we got 1,000+ wild boar. Alright, so we're going to sneak over here and get up on this hill. And hopefully we can see him out in this field. Because it doesn't look like he's actually going to go down. Unfortunately. Got a track right here. I see something laying down. Did he go down? It looks like he went down. Well, apparently our shot did the trick. Because he's down right there. Not bad at all. Can't complain about that. Because we actually ran out of blood. We got this one down over here. But yeah, we actually ran out of blood. And he's down right there. Now, with the 12 gauge slugs, if you run out of blood, you're not going to find a dead wild boar. Yep, that's our pig. Also, we have a female right here too, so we should be able to put a hit on her as well. Don't really want her to spook. It's kind of a bad angle, to be honest. I think we're gonna try and get her to spin around a little bit, and we'll see if she gives us a decent shot. Yeah, if we could get about 90 meters from her, I'd be very happy. 100 is just borderline pushing it. Yeah, if we can get 5 meters closer. Oh, we have this one right here. Alright, we have her at 40 meters away, broadside. We could probably put one in her and definitely get some kind of vitals. Or just pile her up completely. And we'll see if we actually did hit this other one. Who knows? We took a couple of pretty good shots. And we had some good lead on her, but I'm not sure if she did get hit or not. We'll have to go over there and go check. But you could just see this female just got pounded by that 10 gauge slug. Didn't even flinch. I think we took out both lungs and shoulder blade. So let's go check. Alright, so it looks like we hit right in front of the hind quarter. Went all the way through the liver, took out the right lung, and came out the shoulder blade at 39 meters. Pretty good penetration. Now let's go pick up our wild boar that we hit before. I'm going to guess that we hit shoulder blade on it. Yeah, we hit shoulder blade at 23.8 meters. And I guess it lived a little bit, but not too long. The wound time was 5 minutes and 25 seconds. So either way, it did die. And like I said before, if you hit the shoulder blade with the 12 gauge, I don't think it actually would die. In fact, I know it won't die. Even no matter what distance it is, once it stops bleeding, you're not going to find it. He scores 575.6, so just a medium-sized wild boar. So let's go over here now and see if we can't find some blood from that female that we shot at. Alright guys, we just found another wild boar. I'm not sure if it's a female or a male, but it's pretty perfect because the head is right behind this hay bale. It is a female indeed. And we should be able to sneak up within about 80 to 90 meters away from him and put a decent hit on her and see what actually does happen. Well, of course, now she's starting to trot away, so we'll try and call her back a little bit this way. That angle right there might just work. If we could get lucky enough to sneak one in there, we could maybe hit vitals. Alright, we got her at 80 meters right there, so basically if we hold it on the top of the lung, we should be alright. The problem is I can't even hardly see her. There she is right there. Now that shot might have been just a touch high, but it felt pretty solid. Oh, we have more calling. Oh, we actually have a male over here. He must have been, oh, he's right there. He must have been just out of render distance when we took that shot. Because luckily he didn't spook. It looks like a pretty solid one too. And he's out there, that's a really good wild boar. That's going to be an 800 plus, maybe 1,000 plus. From what I can see from here at least. We got him at 170 meters out. But we're going to check this blood here first. And see what we actually did on that female. Alright, so it's looking like body blood, but the question is, will it bring it down? We want to keep an eye out on this big male over here too. Don't want him to get too far away. Not bad blood, but not that great of blood. So we'll try and lure this male back in a little bit this direction. And I don't believe that this female will go down with that shot. Nope, no more blood. I don't think she'll go down. But there's our big wild boar right there. There's our big male. Yeah, he's at 800. 720 to 860 on him, and he's got a pretty heavy weight. Is he only 80 meters out? I believe he's 80 meters out, and if he's 80 meters out, he's definitely within range of taking him with the slug. He's quartering at us just a bit, but I think we should be able to get vitals. Yeah, that should have been a solid hit. I'm hoping that with the penetration of this 10 gauge, we actually busted through the shoulder and maybe even hit liver, for sure intestine. So let's go check. And like I said before, that was about an 82 meter shot. Now I know you can get vitals at that range because during a stream we actually we heart shot a brown bear at 82 meters with the 10 gauge slug. So I'm hoping that we got some kind of good blood and not just shoulder blade. That looks like some pretty solid blood, to be honest. That looks like intestine blood, and if it is, I'll be very happy. Yep, intestines. So we got 88 meters. Actually, it was about 82 meters we got intestines. Very happy with that shot. And if you took that shot with the 12 gauge slugs, you'll be lucky if you get body. What do we have here now? Alright, there. Is that our boar? No, we have another male wild boar out here. And I don't see any more tracks from the one that we were tracking, but he definitely should have went this direction. Yeah, right here is a track. It almost looks like he was headed right out to this one out here. Oh, it looks like he's kind of trotting our direction. If not, at least he's broadside. And he's about 85 meters out right there, pretty broadside. So if he would just stop. But he's, okay, right there. He's broadside, perfect at about 85 meters out. We could definitely get vitals from this angle. So let's go. Well, I can't really see him very good. Here we go. That should have been a perfect hit. If anything, it might actually be a little bit low. We'll see how much it actually does drop at that range. But let's go over and go check out the blood and see what we did hit. And then we'll get back on this first track and we'll see if we can't find the first wild boar. Alright, there should be blood somewhere. Yup, look at that. That's some more intestine blood. 85 meters and this thing can kill an animal dead. Nice. Alright, so we're going to mark this track here. And we're going to go back and go pick up our first one. And then we'll get on that track there. And we'll go track him down as well. I am very impressed with this 10 gauge. I really would like to try and take a shot at that same range with the 12 gauge and see what happens. I mean, I already know what's going to happen. It's just going to be body blood every time. Even with the scope. That's the thing. It has an awesome scope, but it's pretty much useless because the 12 gauge just doesn't have enough penetration to kill a wild boar. Alright, here's our wild boar. And this is actually a pretty good one. This is an 800 wild boar here. And we took him at about 83 meters out with a 10 gauge slug. Let's see. 76.3 meters and we got intestine stomach. So it looks like we were holding it right on the spine and we dropped right in there and hit the intestine stomach. And that's a pretty awesome wild boar, 800 plus. Definitely can't complain about that. Alright, pretty cool. Yeah, I think 800 plus wild boar is definitely a solid wild boar. And you could actually get one mounted if you wanted. Because I remember when I got my first 800 plus wild boar, it took quite a long time to actually get one that big. So they're definitely not as common as one would think. Alright, so now let's get back over here on this other track. And this one should be an 85 meter shot. Maybe like 83 meters. And we also have a kill shot on him as well. So let's go check that out. Alright, yeah, we got 84 meters about. And we have 77% intestine on the first track. So this actually might be a liver shot. We'll see. Nope. So it wasn't liver, but it's still a kill shot, and he will go down. We just need to find him. And there he is, down right out there. Right out in the middle of the field. Laying down. He's not quite dead yet, but he'll go down very shortly. A lot of times if you jump up on them too soon, they might jump up. But if you wait a good little bit, they should go down. And he just went down right there. Alright, let's pick him up. And let's see how far it actually was. I'm going to say he was 83 meters away. 84.4 meters. And you got a kill shot right there. Intestines. So at 84 meters, you can definitely kill a wild boar. Now, the next question is, how far can you actually get vitals? I would imagine you could hit it at 90 meters, but I don't think you could actually get vitals at 100. Alright, well now that you've seen what the slug can do to a wild boar, let's go head over to Loggers Point and go try it out on some feral hogs. Alright guys, here we are out on Loggers Point, and we got the 10 gauge with some slugs. Now a male hog just called right up here, so we're going to try and take him out first. He's also quite a ways away from the feeder, so it shouldn't really affect anything over there. So hopefully we can take him out and then sneak over to the feeder, and we'll go see what's over there. Alright, so I think we're on top of the hill, and we should be able to see him. Yep, he's right there. Not sure if he's looking at us. Can't see him very good though. There's too much grass up here. Maybe if we sneak a little bit closer, we should be able to pop up and actually see him. Yeah, right there. Here we go. Alright, we pretty much held it right on the heart, and I think we might have got a heart shot on him. Very happy with that shot. It's about a 35-40 meter shot, and we held it right on the heart, and at that range it shouldn't really drop much. Should have shot basically right where we had it. And let's check. Nope, we actually got double lung, and we're holding it right here, so maybe we hit just a tad too high of the heart. So not bad. 713 feral hog. Alright, now we're going to go head over to the hog feeder and go see what's going on over there. Alright, we barely made it into the stand, but look at all the boars here. I mean, that's a pretty good one right there. What is he? 810 to 910. Got this one here. Alright, so we have a bunch of feral hogs coming in. We're not going to have too much time, so we're basically just going to have to pick one out and see if we can hit it pretty good. Went for a heart shot on him, but he got crushed. That one got hit good. Hit that one. That one should be hit. Don't know if we hit that one or not. That female just got drilled. Alright, so that first one just absolutely got demolished. Still got a couple running out here. Can't get them if you don't try, I guess. I mean, we probably aren't going to get them, but you never know. So we should have about 3 or 4 hit. Definitely got 2 for sure that are going to be dead. We're kind of going for a heart shot on this one, so let's see what we actually did to it. We got lung and liver, and we actually got one of the big ones. He scores 837.5. Definitely not a bad feral hog. And he might be probably the biggest one that we shot, so we should probably take a little bit of a trophy shot of him. Alright, pretty cool. Now let's go see what other kind of blood we have. There should be some blood right about here somewhere. Here's the blood. Actually, we hit 2. Got some blood here and some blood here. well, there's the female. She's pretty broadside. How far is she though? 119 meters. Pretty broadside. Now, can we put a kill shot on her is the question. I'm hoping we hit intestines. We might have hit actually a little bit low. Alright, well that basically sums up everything that I kind of wanted to know with this 10 gauge with the slugs. And that is, it can definitely kill something up to 90 meters. Past 90 meters, I don't think you could actually kill something. Unless you figured out the exact distance that you have to aim above the back to compensate for the bullet drop. But at this point, I have no clue what that distance is. Whether it's 2 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, you just can't tell because you can't actually see where the bullet hits the ground. But other than that, that's still pretty impressive, considering you can get a kill shot with a 10 gauge slug at all the way up to 90 meters. Alright, so let's go head over to the trophy lodge and go take a look at our 1,000+ wild boar. Alright guys, here we are at the trophy lodge, well one of the trophy lodges, and here's our 1,055 scoring wild boar. We luckily got him on video, but anyways, here he is right here. He scores 1,055.8, and he's the second biggest wild boar that we have. Of course the first one is like 1147, which is a giant, but this is still another big one. He's 1,000+, and we put him up here next to our roe deer. Oh, so actually in the stream we shot a 19.4 cinnamon black bear, and we decided to get him mounted after all because I realized he was a cinnamon. And so we have him mounted right here. You can just barely see him, but that's a pretty solid cinnamon black bear. And so now we have a cinnamon, blonde, and a common black bear mounted. And also over here we put our 195 scoring whitetail buck, and we substituted him for the 192, actually it was a 191 scoring high rack whitetail buck that we put in our rustic trophy lodge. So let's go take a look at him. Also, this is the 21.0 scoring common black bear that we got in this stream. The same stream that we shot this 191 scoring high rack whitetail buck. And he is an absolute giant. We took him with a 10mm pistol, and that was pretty cool. Actually, Wiggles hit him too, but he hit him in the leg, and we took him with the 10mm. We got lung and spine on him, so luckily we made a pretty good shot, and he went right down. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to be the end of this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.